No fishing today. Something a little techie. What is up, y'all? JT, Resident Dog Fishing, back with you. No fishing today. Something a little techie. Starting to upgrade, and I wanted to get a wireless mic. So, Amazon just arrived, and this is what I got. It's a wireless mic. It's like 40 bucks on Amazon. So let's get it unboxed. I'll show you what it is. So this is what I ended up getting. I don't know if you can see that. The Bietrun WXM22 professional recording wireless microphone system. Got your user manual. There are the two mics. This one's the receiver and one's the transmitter. That's the bag. So here's your mic. Maybe a couple 3.5 adapter cable there. There's another one. USB charging system, your little wind reducer for your mic. Oh, that's cool. One USB with two USB charging ends so you can charge them up. So along with my new mic setup for the Hero 9 and for the Hero, what else do I use? I use the Hero 7 and the Hero 5. To hook that up to the GoPro, you need this, which is GoPro's, if I can get it undone, the adapter. So let's get it out of the package, set up, and tested. So let's cover setting these up and how to use them. I'm going to use my GoPro Hero 5 Black as an example. Two basic ways. There's the simple way without an extra case. Go over that first. So first, open your door where you can access your USB-C, and you pop the door off. Just goes off pretty quick and easy. Have your USB-C port on the inside and your mic adapter for the GoPro. That simply just pops right in there. Now you have your 3.5mm jack. One of them has two different ends on it, and one of them has the exact same ends. You want to use the one that has the exact same ends. One end of your 3.5mm goes right in the bottom of the GoPro adapter, and that plugs into your transmitter. Now your transmitter Has two 3.5mm jacks on it. One is for a set of headphones that you can monitor the audio. The other is where you plug in the other end of the 3.5mm that you just plugged into your GoPro adapter. It's like it's plugged in there. Now, for the basic setup, what I'll do is I'll clip my transmitter on the cable that holds the GoPro adapter. And that's set up and ready to rock and roll. What makes it easier is I picked up a case that has a space on the bottom for the GoPro adapter. This is from Artman. It's fairly cheap on Amazon. It's plastic, so we'll see how long that lasts. But there's a little button here you can push, and the top of it slides off. Your Hero 5 will drop right in. That piece slides right back on just like that. Your GoPro adapter, gonna kind of fish that cable through there, and that slides in and is held there pretty tight. And it's not gonna, it doesn't slide out very easily. It's held in pretty snug. So you take your cable, wrap it around so you can plug in jack, and then plug in your transmitter there. Nice thing about this is it has a cold shoe adapter on top, where your transmitter slide right in, sit right on top just like that. I also bought one for the Hero 9, which is a lot more in depth, but again, it has a cold shoe adapter on top. It actually comes with an L. It's got two cold shoe adapters, so you get one on the top and on the sides. You clip your mic in one and maybe add a light to it, something like that. But the cool thing about this one, it also has a nice piece on the front where you can screw in filters. But that can pop right off, so you don't absolutely have to have it. Again, with the Hero 9 case, this one's a little bit more complicated than the Hero 5 case. There's two switch buttons on this one, release points. First one, you'll slide to the outside, and that opens up your case to drop your Hero 9 in. But you can't drop it in, because if you look, it's got this foam pad which holds your battery in. So again, you'll pop the battery door off of your Hero 9, and then on the side here, this pushes out, and the whole door opens up. So you got to open this door up first before you drop your Hero 9 in. Once your Hero 9's in, close that door, which will hold your battery in, and then close your back door, and your Hero 9's locked in your cage. Same setup. Slide your GoPro adapter in through the port there on the bottom, hook it up the same way, you're ready to rock and roll. So then with your transmitter, very simple. Has one 3.5mm jack on top. You plug in your mic cable from that, drop that in your pocket, clip the mic on your shirt, ready to rock and roll. All right, so now that we've got it all set up, let's do some comparisons between the GoPro without the wireless mic and the GoPro with the mic. So now I'm going to do some testing with it. I'm going to start out, this is on my Hero 9. I'm going to start out, this is the plain GoPro with no mic attachment to it whatsoever. I'm standing right now at about 2 feet from it. We'll walk all the way back to 35 feet. Let you know how the audio sounds on just a plain GoPro. So I'm gonna start walking back, keep going back as I'm talking. I'm back to about 10 feet now. How's the audio here? Keep going back a little further. I'm back here now to about 20 feet at the edge of the garage. We'll continue on back to a distance of probably about 35 feet. So back here is at 35 feet. Let me know how the audio sounds on here. So we'll walk back in so you can test the audio, see how it sounds on a plain GoPro Hero 9 with no microphone. Now let's throw the new wireless mic on there, see how that sounds. All right, so now we have the new Bietrun, whatever it's called, wireless mic set up, standing at 2 feet, and we'll do the same test. I'll continue back to 35 feet, continue talking. Let's see how the sound works on this. So as I go back, now I'm at 10 feet. Let me know if the sound's any different here. Farther back, I'm going to keep walking back to a distance of about 20 feet, which is the entrance of my garage. The audio shouldn't deviate. And now we'll continue back beyond the 20 feet mark to about 35 feet where we were the last time. And we'll see how the audio sounds out here. Maybe a little wind noise is blowing pretty good out here. But we'll walk farther back in and we'll see how the audio sounds as I come closer. Should stay consistently the same. So there's the Hero 9 with the wireless microphone setup. We'll chuck it in the Hero 5 and run the same test. All right, so now I got my Hero 5 Black in the case, and we're going to run the same set of audio tests. I'm standing at about 2 feet. We'll move on back to about 10 feet, see how the audio is doing there, and we'll keep sliding back. We'll walk back a little further, now back to about 20 feet at the edge of my garage. Again, this is the plain GoPro Hero 5 Black. We'll continue back all the way out to 35 feet. So we'll see how the audio is doing way out here. Highly doubt you're going to hear. But we're going to walk back in, and the audio should improve the closer I get to the camera. Again, this is the plain GoPro Hero 5 Black. Now we'll throw the microphone on and compare the difference. All right, so now we have the wireless mic hooked up to my GoPro Hero 5 Black. We'll do the same test at 2 feet where we're at now. Go to 10, 20, and 35. So we'll start walking back to our 10-foot mark, see how the audio is doing here. We'll continue farther back. We'll get out to the edge of the garage at about the 20-foot mark, do an audio test here, see how it sounds, and we'll continue all the way back out to the 35-foot mark. Again, apologize if you hear some wind. It is blowing pretty good out here. So hopefully if this thing works properly, the audio won't change from going from 35 feet into 20 feet, moving into 10 feet, and then all the way back up to the 2 feet. It should maintain a smooth audio the whole way. So there's the wireless microphone on my GoPro Hero 5 Black. So last test I want to run is I put the wind reducer on the top of the mic. I want to walk outside where it's blowing like a son of a gun and see how this works. So let's walk on out here, and we'll stand in the wind, change different directions out here, and we'll see if the wind reducer does any better at making it done. The wind's coming at my back now. I'll turn and face into the wind. You come a 360, get some wind across the mic, see how the wind reducer does on mitigating that blowing sound that you would hear before in the earlier test. So that's with the fuzzy wind reducer on the mic. So there we go. Pretty quick and simple, down and dirty unboxing and testing of the Bietrun wireless mic system that you can pick up on Amazon. I picked it up for the main reason that on my main channel content, the fishing, I have a GoPro mounted on my motor which looks forward over the whole boat. And I do a lot of commentary talking to myself. Some of it's comical, some of it's pretty informative, and I wanted you guys to be able to hear that. So with this new mic system, you will. I'll throw a link to one of my videos up here that I used the new microphone system on. It's a true on-the-water test, and you can really get a feel for what I'm using it for. My main concern with everything with it was I do my fishing in salt water, and when you pop the side doors off these GoPros, some of those connections in there are exposed. It's not sealed very well. So I'm curious to see how long it lasts and if that exposure to the salt air will screw things up. But that'll be for another time. I'll let you guys know about that. In the meantime, smash that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming footage and the true down and dirty test of this wireless microphone system on the water. Speaking of which, I will see you out on the water.